Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead reading for, April 26th through May 2nd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be an open-ended or an all-encompassing reading, like a general, whatever falls out, and we read. It's not only romantic like I usually do. So it's looking at whatever's coming out here. Typically, it's romance and money/job. All right, Libra. Week ahead for Libra. Okay. Libra. Whoopsie. Hangman. Different. For a second there, I was like, what am I looking at? That's the Hangman. That could be Pisces. Two of Wands. Queen of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, nice. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Three of Wands. Hold on a minute here. All right, so not too shabby. What's going on there? All right. Here we are. All right, Libra. Tickle right there. Got a loose hair. It's all right. Okay. Queen of Wands. That could be Aries. What's going on with the Queen of Wands? This could be Taurus. What's going on with the Queen of Wands? Page of Wands. Nice. It's this Knight of Pentacles. Libra. Seven of Cups. Even better. So you're busy and okay. What's this Ace of Wands? Busy this week. Busy doing. High Priestess. This is Four of Pentacles. The Sun card, that could be Leo. So this looks like you're really focused on moving ahead with things moving along. You've got quite possibly multiple sources of income and ideas for more. So this is you keeping busy, not staying stagnant with work, focusing on work because work is bringing you some satisfaction or it's something you can manage and it's kind of dynamic. It's breaking up the boredom if nothing else. But for the Libras I'm reading for it, you also might be looking to start your own, like either a supplemental job, a second job, or just start your own business. Quite possibly you could be thinking about doing that when this is all over, how to get something like that off the ground. It looks like money's okay though, and part of the reason for this constant movement and effort is because you want to keep it okay. It looks like you're hustling here. This is your Libras I'm reading for. You're hustling. Romantic involvement, you're neither in nor out. You're leaving it alone, and part of the reason why you're wanting to stay so busy is so that you don't fall down a rabbit hole thinking about that or running back there to say just one more thing. You're like wanting to stay busy, to keep busy, to not get into debating with somebody about the fairness of an issue or whatnot. So this is about you focusing on yourself and doing self-love here and doing self-maintenance and self-care and keeping your interests in-house. This is a good money week for you. This is you doing lots of stuff and earning money for lots of stuff done. So like it's almost like a bunch of gig jobs and aside from your second job or your primary job. So you got two things. You got two work situations going on here. You got one that is steady or constant, but you've also got a side job situation. It feels like there's more than one source of income coming in. What's this Two of Wands? This Two of Wands. Nine of Cups. What's this Three of Wands? What's this Three of Wands? Emperor. That could be Aries. So yay. So there's freedom in this because you've left the door open. You haven't. The funny thing is that this isn't closure, but it's not it's almost like you've said your piece and then you're keeping yourself really busy to not go back and keep the conversation going because you're wanting some efficacy in your life and in this romantic situation, and going back and forth with this person is not giving you that. They're not letting you, they're not telling you the truth. They're not being proactive about resolving this. They want to be right. They don't want to be happy and resolve this. They want to be right and they want to win. So you realizing that, you're like, okay, I'm not going to give you either. I'm just going to leave it open-ended, and I'm going to say what I have to say, and I'm not saying anything other than what I have to say, and then I'm doing me. Pardon me. So it's not like there was an ultimatum or a fight or anything. You just said your piece, and it's almost, I don't know what you said, but it kind of compels them to answer back, and I think they've been thinking about what to say because you haven't gotten any word from them yet. But you're not fussed about it. You're doing you. And I think it kind of set you to rights because it shows you being pretty optimistic about moving forward. I don't think it's with this person for a while, though. I feel like you kind of walked away on a high note. I have to remember this is a weekly reading, not a monthly reading. You walked away on a high note and you're wanting it to stay that way. So it's like you went over there and went, bam, and then you're over here now going and doing and keeping busy and unavailable for talking, meeting, doing whatever, because you're trying to stay focused on you, and you're trying to stay the way you feel now instead of kind of in disconnect and sadness and like coulda, woulda, shoulda. Like you're on a high note right now and you're trying to keep it that way. So you're keeping yourself very busy this week. Money looks good, and you've got money coming in from more than one source. It looks like you're thinking about, and this is kind of reshaping how you want to earn money or what kind of job you want to do when this is over. So there's that. But honestly, this is you being focused on yourself and doing for you and staying in your own power. But it kind of makes me laugh that because not without you saying what you said and then going back and either blocking them or being super busy to where you're pretty much unattainable or like unreachable and unattainable. So the only way they would have to literally track you down or hunt you down, because you're not giving them much of a choice to contact you. You said what you said, and then you took off and have been busy and unapproachable or unreachable ever since. So it feels like you're back on a high note now, and you're wanting to keep that momentum. What else for it, Libra? Magic works through you. Something's been leveled out. Something's that maybe you this perspective now of realizing, going inward and realizing, oh, okay, what do I want from here forward? Because this taught you a lot. And as far as this passionate connection you have with this person, you're like, I'm going to kind of shutter that. I'm going dark on that. I'm going to kind of shut that down for now. You're not done, though. I have to say you're not done. This person's not going to let it be done. So you're going to have to probably let them know that you're done. Because right now you're kind of just keeping to yourself and they're figuring out what to say in response, but you're not done. So there might come a time where you do have to keep, you have to make it be known what your decision actually is, or what you actually want, where you're at. Just saying. It's not going to be this week, but it is coming. You're going to have to let it know. But this is about you keeping unto yourself and taking care of you. Coming up with ideas that it's almost like you got you back. You got all these ideas you want to do as soon as you can. And it's things you want to do. This is kind of a little secret, independent time. It feels like you're really happy with the way things have gone, and it's like you want to keep that momentum. And you're very secretly pleased. It's like you're not running around telling everybody this and that, but it's like you want to self-five yourself, like, good job. Because it feels like, and I know I've said it, I'm going to say it again, but it feels like you feel like you got you back. Like you said or did whatever that made you feel like you were on top again. Some would say the last word. It's not so much that, it's just that it feels like you were able to clap back at someone that was just kind of being belittling or maybe wasn't really valuing you, and you're like, well, if you're not going to, then, I'm going to, and this is where I leave because I'm not standing for this, or just, it's that gray area and they don't know what to do with it. And yet you're like, I'm good. I said my piece. I'm good. I feel like I got myself back. Okay. I think is it that you left the door open, or that you left them with a decision, or are they just thinking about how to answer back to sound more clever or something? Is this like a, contest of cleverness, or are they really like, dang, because you haven't ended it, but you're not continuing it either. It's okay. I think it's like if they come correct, then okay, we can talk, but otherwise you've got no use for this. But you're not reacting to them anymore. You're not taking the bait anymore. So you're not even engaging unless it's proactive or respectful conversation. You know what I mean? Like, you're not falling for it anymore. And I don't know if I think they're kind of like thinking about that, because it's limbo-y. It's like in limbo. Okay, all right. Did I do this one? I didn't do this one. Okay, what else for Libra? I have to remember this isn't a monthly reading. Libra. This is only a weekly reading. It's only got 7 days. What else for Libra? Ace of Wands again. Ace of Wands, a fresh new start. But I also think that part of the reason why there's a connection here is because it is quite passionate and dynamic, and there's a lot that you have enjoyed about this person, physically and otherwise. And so that it's kind of like, oh, you're bringing it into perspective. You're bringing it into perspective. But this is also you keeping busy, thinking about new stuff to do, feeling really great because you got you back, and wanting to keep that momentum for the week. Okay. What else for Libra? And your person's thinking. They're just kind of thinking. They're not really featuring here other than you keeping yourself away from them and kind of liking this sort of window of independence. Because I think you know, too, that they're coming. Or at least you're going to have to address them coming. Not that they're coming back and you're like, okay. No, you'll address that when it comes, but I think you know that time is coming. But it's not going to be this week. What else for Libra? Knight of Cups reversed. And 7 of Cups. So this could be Scorpio. This is that someone that doesn't know what to do with what you said. It's kind of upended things. You're sitting pretty, but they're thinking a lot about what you said. And there could be some issues of control, some manipulation, some kind of some moodiness or volatility in the relationship that causes that instability. And you've got someone that's kind of emotional and not really balanced about where you left things. But as far as how you're doing, you're doing really well. But you were dealing with someone that just, if at best things were kind of not very stable or consistent. Could be that, somebody's work schedule, but I think this is a lot more emotional than that. I think there's a history here. I don't think this is about someone's work schedule and their unavailability. I think this is about shenanigans. And I think you're finally calling it. And it's left them to think about a few things, to say the least. Okay, all right, Libra, I hope this was helpful. Trying to keep it under 15 minutes, so I'll leave you here. I wish you a good week. Much love and support to you. Thank you if you're an essential worker or first responder. We appreciate you. All right, Libra, you take care. Love and support to you.